Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and it's product review time again. The folks at Gourmet2Day sent me their Triple Infusion Pitcher. This is awesome because of course we know water is great for you. Filtered water is even better for you, but when you want a little bit of flavor to your water, this is the perfect solution. When you get the pitcher, it comes with 3 different things you can use. This is the fruit infuser, which is nice. You can do the fruit with all that. Then they also give you a tea infuser. So you can do some hot tea, cold tea, all that kind of stuff. And this is really nice because it's an ice tube. So you put the ice on the inside, and then when you put it in, it won't water down whatever infused water that you have in there. So that's really nice too. It's also BPA free, so you don't have to worry about all the chemicals in the water when you're using them. And you can also go online and get their ebook with a whole bunch of different recipes. And they have some great recipes from the tea to the fruit. They have some alcoholic beverages as well, which is kind of fun if you want to do a fun night with some friends. So what I want to do is show you just a couple recipes to give you an idea of how easy it is to get some infused water. So what I'm going to start off with is the lime berry cooler. I already put 6 cups of water into the pitcher, so that's pretty easy to do. Mine's filtered water. If you don't have a filter, it's nice to do, and you can lots of times just connect this to your sink and then still just go through the faucet and have filtered water. Then you do half a cup of the blueberries, and you just go ahead and put them in the infuser. So I'm just going to kind of roll them in like that. Then you have half a cup of raspberries. Same thing, I'm just going to roll those in, try not to have any shoot out on the side to the floor. And then it's 1/4 cup of a lime. And so I'm just gonna guesstimate a little bit and say it's about half of a lime. If you wanna actually measure your own out, you can, but just because I like to guesstimate a little bit, I'm just gonna do half a lime. And then I get that cut up all nice. And then just throw those pieces in. Starting to smell really good. That lime has that fresh flavor to it. And then you just take it, slide it in the top here, and there's some little grooves in the top, and you just twist it so it kind of stays into place to the right, clockwise. And then once you get that in, you take the top, you also put it in, and then go clockwise to get it nice and tight in there. Once you get all that together, you want to chill it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. You can do it up to 24 hours. And that is all you have to do. So we're going to put it in the refrigerator, let it chill for 2 hours, and then bring it back out and have a little taste. I left mine in overnight in the refrigerator just to let it really marinate in there. And you can see it's got a nice little hue to it. So let's try it out, see how it tastes. In my fancy cup. Smells nice and fruity. Very tasty. So it's got just a hint of the fruits and the lime in there, not overpowering, but just enough to make it taste a little better than water. All right, for the next recipe, we're gonna do the Great Citrus High. I like this one because it's got orange, lime, and lemon. So it's got that nice tangy taste to it. You're gonna do 1/3 cup of orange, 1/3 cup of lime, and 1/3 cup of lemon. And I like this because it's got a lot of nice vitamins in there. With the oranges, for sure, you've got the vitamin C and the vitamin A's and all that good stuff. So not only is it tasty, it is healthy for you. So that is yummy as well. I'm gonna do a little bit more to make the 1/3 here. Show you my cutting skills aren't very good. All right. So same thing, you've got 6 cups of water in here, the filtered water, and then you're going to put the other stuff into the infuser here. So I'm going to start real quick and put the lemon in first. And again, you can just smell the freshness of it. It's really nice. You can tell that, ooh, there's a little seed, that it's going to be very tasty once it's all infused into the water. Then you've got your 1/3 cup of orange there. We're getting full. And then I'm going to push down just a little bit. And then your 1/3 cup of lime. top it off with that so you'll get that nice tang on top. All right, and then you bring it over to the pitcher. You place it in the center, right into the little grooves, and you turn clockwise to lock it in. Then you take the top, do the same thing, put it into the groove, and turn it clockwise to the right to lock it in. And then you stick it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours to get it nice and chilled. If you want to just leave it in overnight for about 24 hours, then you'll get some more juiciness into the water, nice and infused. I left mine in overnight just to let it really get all the juices flowing in there, and you can see it has a light tint to it. So let's try it out and see how it tastes. In my pretty glass, we're gonna get fancy. I'm gonna do the pinky tilt while I taste it up high. That's really good. It's got a nice citrusy flavor to it, so it cleans the palate. Not too strong, but just enough where you're tasting more than just water. All right, let's move on to the tea. Okay, so now we're gonna do the ginger tea infusion. This is gonna be yummy. You first take 6 cups of water, boil it, make sure it's nice and hot. Wait 30 seconds before you actually put it into the pitcher. And as you can see, the steam coming off, I already did that, so I wouldn't burn myself on film. Then you're gonna take 1/4 cup of grated ginger and 1/4 lemon and cut that up. Ginger is really good because if you have like an upset stomach, it can help settle your stomach when you're not feeling well or if you're just feeling kind of yucky in general. And it also is a good anti-inflammatory. So if you've got some swelling and things like that in your body or just some uncomfortableness, ginger is good for that. So you undo the tea holder here and you put the ginger root in. So I'm just gonna pack that in right there. Ooh, making a little bit of a mess. There you go. And then I'm going to put the lemon in on top. Pack it in there nice and good. It already smells delicious. And then you put it back on. Just twist it nice and tight. Now for the first 3 minutes, you're just going to put this in and not put the top on. So you place it in. It's got a little groove. And then you twist it in to lock it in there. So we're going to give it a good 3 minutes, and then we'll be back and put the top on. 3 minutes in, now let's put the top on, and then we're gonna wait 5 more minutes. See you in a few. All right, it's been 5 minutes. So I'm gonna now pour it into a mug. Smells nice and good. And then you can add some honey or another little lemon wedge or both to taste. So just put a little bit in there to sweeten it up some. Swirl it around. Don't want to burn myself. Very refreshing, settling the stomach, anti-inflaming my body. And what's very nice about this is then if I want to make something else this afternoon, it's dishwasher safe. So I can just throw it in the dishwasher, clean it up, and start over again. So if you're interested in checking out a little more about the product, you can go to Gourmet2Day.com. If you're interested in purchasing the product, you can go to our product store at AskDoctorJo.com/products. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And remember, be safe, don't cut your finger off, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon. Cheers.